Okay, good afternoon. In this debate, the main theme is the abortion, and with the next question, I'm going to start this debate. Okay, why do you think the abortion need to be legalized?
Well, primarily we think that we're in favor of the abortion because there are numbers of reasons. The first one is that some people have beliefs and their religion doesn't permit to have like children from a certain time to death, and also other is the rape that is that's another topic, but it's a very relevant topic in the abortion, and also the fact that some people want to abort because of physical conditions, or the child could be like damaged at the time of the birth.
Okay, with the rape, firstly, be pregnant with the rape is extremely rare. In fact, there is a research in the USA that the 51% of women that was raped, they say that doesn't have contact direct with the sperm. So pregnancy in that case was extremely rare.
Well, and the point that you say that the religion doesn't permit them to have a child to a certain age. Their religion doesn't permit them to kill people too. So if they abort, they are killing somebody.
Well, we're not talking about mainly killing people, but I would referring that the fact that the religion, that like the beliefs of some people of some countries have, like, for example, Saudi Arabia, that doesn't permit like having child from this age to this age, and if there is a circumstance that someone has a child, I don't know, if she can be raped, or she can be just like pregnant by accident, there is no other choice, because they are like in that place they are very extremist, and there is nothing that other country could make about to change the belief of that people.
Well, we are talking principle on country, all the countries. Yeah, we're talking about the abortion in general, but on our country, we are changing the things on our country. We can change the things on another country on which we don't have any power.
No, but the abortion that we're taking on is a general idea. The abortion, that it doesn't matter where is the country, but the abortion is abortion in every place, in every planet, in every galaxy. It doesn't matter where it is, but it is abortion. And I know it's killing people, but sometimes it's necessary.
Where it's necessary. Where do you say it's necessary?
In what cases is necessary?
When principally there is, like, for example, the public opinion in the last 5 years, like 59 of the women said that the abortion should be legal, and this is because this raised because the woman thought that, like, let's say a birth rate from 50 years old to, I don't know, to 60. Some women are like having child at that age, but some women regret that because they know, and the doctor says that is proven that the child could get like a mental disease, or have heart problems, or maybe just be born without one leg, or I don't know, but the child could be like physically damaged, and also the woman could get mental damage.
Okay, firstly, it's not necessary the abortion, because if the mother doesn't want it, you can put it in adoption. There are families that can't have children because infertility. You can give that child to them and make them happy, and also that it will have some physical problems. It's not necessary if the mother take care of them, because there are not only one life in a pregnancy, there are two lives in a pregnancy. The baby born good with good health.
Well, and,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, but as you said, there are going to be two lives in danger. But if we make it legal, they can start to study doctors to make those kinds of operations and don't have any damage. And also, they're not living things. They have brains and heart, but for the law, they're not actually living things because they have not been here already.
Also, that was a good idea of yours that you said that you could give the child to an institution, but if we see that thing from other way, it could be a wise thing to do, but it could also become a problem. You see, like for example, Bangladesh and China have like problems with the population, like, how do you say it?
Overpopulation.
Population. Thank you. Because in some countries, like I said, the religion that you said that the abortion is not legal in those places, and principally the places where the population is very concentrated and they don't permit abortion, it's become a population problem. That's why I think 5 years ago, China made a law that the abortion in that country is so illegal because they had to like lower their population percentages, like I don't know 20% because it was like very high. People couldn't live like people. It was so high that you can have a house next to another because there is no more space left. You have to like build on the top because there is a lot of people living there.
well, first of all, the only solution in that case is not only the abortion. You can promote the safety sexuality with the methods of anticonceptive methods, so the people doesn't have children while they are themselves.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily the abortion. You can have a birth rate and control of the birth rate in that country. So a family can only have one child.
But what happens when no method to have no babies doesn't work? Like there are too many, like the pills, they don't work all the time. They're going to start having more kids because they said, oh, well, that's one more, so it's okay. I suppose I can have it then. But when the family gets in a bad economy, they're going to start suffering. They're going to like poor, hungry, and all the stuff. They're not going to have a house or a bed where to sleep because there are some persons that have they don't have any beds or food to eat, but they had a lot of children because in their time they didn't have the abortion.
And China and other countries, they have that control of kids, and like they have that control that they have only one kid, and they like have overpopulation.
Yeah, but that's because after that, before that, they didn't have it, and they didn't promote in time the anticonceptive methods. So, if you promote the anticonceptive methods, believe me, the birth rate will decrease. Why? Because more people is gonna take care of that. It's like some people doesn't have any knowledge about that kind of anticonceptive methods. The economy is very common, but other anticonceptive methods, they are like, they don't have any knowledge about that. So, if we promote that, the people will know and will take care. You know, and like you were saying, yeah, they will become who, like.
The best anticonceptive is the abstinency. With that, you say that the anticonceptives are not completely safe. Yeah, but you don't do the sexual act, so you can get pregnant with that.
But you can live without the sexual life, like having in mind that you can have a baby. Like if you can have the option where you will live without like sexual activity.
Yeah, but you can have one child, okay? Then you can do a vasectomy. You can do a vasectomy and you can have your active sexual life, and there are no chances to get pregnant.
Also, you mentioned the economy in the case of the abortion. One of the, I think, no, well, I don't think, I know that one of the principal reasons why the people abort is because of economic problems in the families. Like when you have economic problems, the first thing to think about is that you better don't have a baby, because you know that it will be more difficult to maintain it. But in most cases, like in our country, Mexico, the people is ignorant, and is the reality. The people is ignorant, and you said that we have to promote like anticonceptive like methods and to teach the people that how to control their birth rates. But in this country, the people has to be more based on education than on those methods, because if you don't educate well people, the people, if they don't have good education, it will become ignorant. And one of the principal things that people abort is because they're ignorant. And even if there is an anticonceptive method out there, and you have economic problems, it will be like more expensive to do like a vasectomy than do an abortion, because it takes like more, I don't know, more resources to do.
Well, yeah, but the abortion mostly cases, it's like in deadly places. There's no safety there. So the people that gets aborted there in the future will have problems. It will be more expensive than to have a vasectomy. And well, the first thing why the people gets pregnant is because they don't plan it. Okay. The most cases of pregnancy is because it is pregnancy don't plan. So the 50% of that pregnancy not planned is abort. Why? Because they don't want to they don't have the resources to
they don't want to have a baby knowing that they have problems with the economic state.
Yeah, like as wives, we're saying is the abortion is more expensive in the future than vasectomy or another procedure.
As you said, like the place where you can abort, it's deadly. That's why we want to make it legally. So the person, it's deadly places where you can abort. So that's why we want to legalize it. So the persons that go to abort has a safe and guaranteed solution.
Okay, but to legalize the abortion, it won't eradicate the clandestine abortion, because in the society that we are now, if a 15, 16-year-old girl gets pregnant, she won't go to the secure one because of the shame of like the society is now. She will have the pressure of the society that will be, that is going to be a shame of her. So she will prefer the clandestine than the secure one.
And well, you said that it will change a safer way, but the fact that the people doesn't have the economic resources doesn't change. So even if you legalize, the people won't be able to go to a safe place because of the money. That's the principal problem.
Yeah, because you say that the principal problem of the people is doesn't have the money to maintain the child. Well, they also won't have the money to pay the abortion.
Okay, I made a research and I want to ask you because I saw that some institutions made investigations and right now the public opinion is in favor of the abortion. I don't know why, but I think that you can explain me that.
Well, like I said before, the principal reason that the people want to abort is because they don't plan the pregnancy. So they don't want to have that responsibility. And well, like we said again, the principal reason of that takes them to go to a deadly place that will make them more problem even if they don't want it, they will have more problems because there's the procedure is very dangerous because it's not safe, it's not a deadly place.
And if they don't want to have a kid, why they just not go to the hospital and have a surgery of vasectomy so they don't have two kids?
They already said that they are some people with the economic problem, so.
Yeah, but it's easier to do a vasectomy than abort.
Yeah,
I mean, research always launched.
and also they don't do that because when they are in the sexual act and after that they doesn't think much about that. They doesn't want to have sex. Yeah, they doesn't. They are, as he said, they are ignorant. They doesn't, or maybe people doesn't know about that. You can do a campaign about the vasectomy to the people know about that and that it's safer and secure.
You see the thing that like have abortion is like very, it costs too much. It's expensive, but have a baby in the hospital is expensive too. You need to pay like a lot of money to have the surgery to have the baby, and if you will pay for the baby to have the baby and give him food, home, and all that things, you can like abort and you pay less.
Yeah,
Like in the start, you will pay more, but progressive, you will pay less.
yes, but as I said before, you can put it in adoption that only you have the one payment of the surgery, but in some cases not necessarily the surgery. It's a natural part. So you can put it in adoption, or as I say before, some families doesn't have the opportunity to get pregnant about infertility or something like that, so you can give it to them.
But they are not always like adopted. Like I have here a new, like in Mexico, of 48 boys, like they are waiting that he adopt, and they have like 8 years, and they are all their life in the orphanage.
Well, I'm gonna say something. Why you don't think? Well, yeah, it's the adoption. Maybe it's not an option or a good possibility, but if you wanna legalize the abortion, why don't you, instead of legalize abortion, why don't you make a campaign to make the people see what is to have a baby, what are they doing with their body, and if they want to have a baby, there is association to support to that people. Even here in Ciudad Juarez, there is an organization that if you want to have a baby, they support you with food, they support you with the vestment of the baby, they support you having courses to how to raise, how to
Also care.
how to carry your son.
But not always it's like an option. No, it's like sometimes it's like forced. That's why the rape is like you don't have the option to know if you want to have a baby or not. The rape like obligate you to
Yeah.
have the baby.
But as I said before, in the rape, is not there was a research, as I said before, that 51% of the women say that they doesn't have direct contact with the sperm, so the pregnancy is almost impossible. Also, some of the rapists, some has like the 39 or 41% has some sexual malfunctions, and also to get pregnant, the men need to come and to yeah. No, pues es que también el hombre necesita venirse.
Corten el nombre, está bien.
Yo como
Ya,
que la
no
dejamos.
sé qué, te voy a seguir. But you're talking like percentage, and like 51 don't like have direct contact with the sperm, and the other 41 don't have this. But that little percentage of women that have the sperm and they are pregnancy, what do you do with that little percentage of
Yeah, also
women?
because this topic is about like not that percentage, that big percentage of the people that doesn't get pregnant. The abortion is more about that little percent of the people that gets pregnant if they want to abort, and in most cases they want to abort because they don't want a baby. And also this is not a counter, but as he said, as I said, as almost everyone here said that campaigns of education about the abortion and why not to abort is like mostly relevant because, as he said and I said, people is very ignorant, and if you want to change, if you want to implement that, we have to first implement a better education on the people, on the population.
Well, that's a really good part, and we can do it, but legalize the
it's
abortion
possible.
is other a completely different option that the one that we are saying.
Yeah, but there's same facts, but we have to focus on the little percentage of the people that gets pregnant, and any cases, rape or accidentally accident. Accidental pregnancy or another things, but we have to focus like a lot on that. I don't know, 3% of the people that gets pregnant, because the abortion is mostly about that. It's not about the other 97% of the people that doesn't get pregnant.
Okay, if we imagine that the abortion is legalized, there was the raped woman abort, then what? The physical damage, mental damage, what did that?
But we are not forcing the woman to abort. If she wants to have that rape baby, like the baby of the rape, she can do it. But we are putting the option to choose if she wants to have the baby or not.
Yeah, but in that case, you are killing a life. You
But
can.
no, it's
you
not
can
alive.
prevent-
It's not alive because it may have brain and organs, but for the law and for other many things, it's not alive because he has not been here in this world yet.
Yeah,
Until
but for the
he's-
law and the science,
There's
science what?
Until he's here,
it's
it's
16.
it's considered because
But
he cannot like think by himself. He has to depend of the mother still.
A
The
plan.
kid doesn't depend by himself. If you let a kid in the street,
But he can think.
no, because they are no reasoning.
Yeah,
But
that.
and you say he is not here. Where is he then? Where
Yeah.
is he?
It's literally
Killing someone.
here in the world, but it's not like outside in the world. They are in the world, but inside the mother. But there are two lives: the mother and the baby.
But the baby, like the example of the street, the baby feel if they like a car pass in the baby and kill the baby like it will like feel pain, like a little, but for the car, but a little pain like it's pain, but like the thing of the what's it,
Kid on the pregnancy.
don't feel like you don't have the all the things that a baby, like a little baby, have to feel. The most little baby that you know have feel in the skin, but that the baby born, but that thing it has same feelings.
And actually, yes, they feel because in the 5-6 week of gestation, the nervous system is formed.
Yes, that's why
That's
the
what-
abortion is
that's-
the 1 to 2 weeks.
That's why the abortion is 1 to 3 weeks to do it.
Well, did you know that it's there? Do you remember? Do you remember that you feel something when you were inside of your mother?
No, that's why
Do
I
you-
don't know. You know,
No.
and if we don't know that, if we heal that thing,
Do you know that he feels something? No, because nobody did anything to you when you were
It's like
born.
killing a plant. It's the same. The plant is a living thing, but it
You
thinks,
want-
it resonates. It's what? No.
if you take the plant and do this, obviously you are killing the plant. But if you take the little seed and you break it, it's not the same thing. The seed has like have the plant, and there is the fruit or the plant or the living thing.
If you are
But if you take a seed and you break it too, you are not like making damage because
Well,
it's only the seed, and the thing inside the mothers is like the same thing.
No.
The seed
the
is
seed
is
like
like
the
left
seed.
side.
The seed is the sperm and the ovule.
And the sperm and the ovule, when they mix, that
That
They're
is not
Where
a seed.
that's a living thing.
That's-
Where
Well,
Yeah.
in this case, there are two types of abortion. Like, there's like the type of abortion that, like, you eat a pill and it kills all the sperm and ovules in your body, in the woman's body. But if you're talking about the abortion that is killing a fetus, that's something else. But if we want to legalize the abortion, we are obviously we are going to make it like the safest way we can. So I think the better way to do it would be like the pills that you can get on a pharmacy.
Yeah, that kind of service, the safe service, how do you are gonna pay it? The people doesn't have the economic resources to pay. In most cases of not planned pregnancy, it's not of people that have money.
Well,
It's the people that doesn't have economic resources. So how do you gonna pay that?
well, I know that I know something, and I know that abortion bill is expensive, but it's more expensive the service that the hospital provides you to have the baby, even if it's a surgery or if it's by its nature, it's more expensive.
Is the like I say like in the past, if you have the abort in that in that day is more money. But progressive, if you have the child, you will pay more and more and more and more. And if you say that our programs in Ciudad Juárez that give food and give, why don't implement programs to make the abort more like less money? How
Tell me how.
cheap with
Tell me how.
different houses like.
Tell me how.
If you
Explain.
Because it's the medic formation, the installations, all the nursery.
and if you have the child, if the food,
Well,
if the house,
Yeah, but you can
if
make
the
minute.
clothes, if
Wait a
the
minute.
school.
Personally, I will not get in this topic because this topic is literally preventing a birth. We are talking about abortion. Like it's like when a life is made, you have to. Well, the word is literally kill it. You have to kill that thing. So if we are talking about this, we are talking about that preventing a birth. That is the what you said that is like teaching people how to prevent things. That is preventing a birth.
Yeah,
Let's
because
get-
with the
again-
abortion, we can prevent to kill that living thing.
Yeah, but I know, but we are talking about abortion. Like, let's get in a situation when the woman has a baby, and if she wants to get a baby, that is your case. If she wants to get, prevent the abortion, and or if she wants to have the abortion, we have to get in that situation. We have
You are
yes.
making the prevention, like campaigns and all that things to do not the abortion. But we are talking like if the woman is now in pregnancy, like all the things that we talked like in the past about rapes and all that things. That little person, we are talking about like
People
when
they already get pregnancy. Okay, well, first of all, you said the kids were more expensive on the future because of the schools, food, all of that stuff. Well, that involves the after of the abortion. The after of the abortion, like I said before, mostly the most part of the people aborts in a place, in a deadly place, and it doesn't abort in a safe place. And that principal fact that the people abort in that places causes that the people have problems with their bodies after the abortion. That causes even more expensive damage. Why? Because if I want to have kids before with a person that I really love, I can't have it. Why? Because I abort, and that will be more expensive because the person wants to have kids and will have another procedure and other things. Okay, it will be more expensive and it has more damage than if you have a kid.
what will you do if your mother or your sister or like your family is raped and is that little percentage that makes her pregnant?
They ask me what if what if a member of my family was raped. My answer is that first, pregnancies by rape are extremely rare. In the United States, this is a serious problem. In 1982, there were 78,000 cases of rape. But if you consider that 40 to 80% of the times rape is not reported to the authorities, yeah. Second, not a woman, abortion must be illegal because every child must be wanted. That's a full thing. Because if you are raped, the first thing you would thought is, what do I do? I'm not going to have this child, and that will lead you to the abortion. but sometimes girls don't make the right decision, and or they don't know the consequences that abortion could lead to. Like, the abortion could lead to psychical issues like depression, wishes to kill yourself, etc. And when we're talking about abortion, we're talking about two things involved: you and the baby. It is the baby is not a thing that you can play with. Like, it will be a hopefully it will be a grown child, but maybe at the moment you don't want that child, but maybe when it grow you will love him, and it will be a part of your heart. Like, you will want that child. You will be grateful for not taking the decision to abort. Then my answer is that a member of my family is raped. I will be okay with the decision she makes. But I will tell her everything, to maybe if she wants to abort or not. But I will be okay with all the decisions because it's family and I have to support it, and that will be my final answer. Thank you.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today, and in conclusion, there is not an accurate thinking about that it's good or it's bad to have an abortion because of the religion, economy, politics,
So many other things.
yeah, too many other factors. So in conclusion, there is not if it's good or bad. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all.
Cool.